Oh my god. I'm actually here. 44,000 subscribers. I'm posting on mkohl40's channel? No, wait. I have to read this again. Really now? He wants me to post on his channel? Well, I would love to, but of course I will. Hello, ladies and gentlemen. It is your host with obviously not the most, averylr32 here. Robbie asked me to post on his channel, more specifically I begged and I pleaded to post on his channel because he's going to YCS Philly this weekend. Robbie, I hope you're doing well in Philly. Good luck to you, man. Hopefully see you in the top, or hopefully win the event as well. But I asked him if I could post on his channel while he's gone at Philly. And I said, hey, I've been working on my Timeaus deck for a while. Can I post that on your channel? He said that'd be excellent. I said great. I jumped for joy. I did a dance for about 20 minutes and I got to work on my deck. So the whole concept of the deck is obviously you're supposed to revolve around the Eye of Timeaus, hence why it's called Eye of Timeaus. Obviously that's not the name in here, it's called Dragon Master, but that's because it used to be a Dragon Master Knight OTK deck. And what's neat about this deck is that a card like Eye of Timeaus is tricky because you can't have your deck revolve around that card alone. It makes the deck very inconsistent and very difficult. I've tried many versions, and just sticking with the Eye of Timeaus on its own is not good enough. You also have to keep in mind that it's not a polymerization. You can only activate one per turn, and it has to be a Dark Magician monster. So really your only choices are Dark Magician Girl and Dark Magician. In this build right now, I'm still trying to figure out a way to work around not running Dark Magician and just figure out a substitution for it. The problem is with this build is that you kind of have to run it because of the fact that it's too good, and it's too important in a sense to not to run, because of the fact that even though you do have substitutions like your 3 King of the Swamp and your 2 Goddess with the 3rd Eye, you still have to run Dark Magician because A, you could eventually run out, which never really happens, but you also need to have that dragon, and 2, it in ways provides more consistencies, I've noticed, in able to get out Dark Magician Girl the Dragon Knight, because I have easily dropped one, if not both Dark Magician Girl the Dragon Knights in a single turn, just because I've been able to run Dark Magician Girl the Dragon Knight. And the card isn't too completely dead when things do work out in your favor. Like I said, this is a work in progress deck, but I still wanted to get some opinions from you guys. I did post this on my channel as well. As you'll be able to tell from that video, I have made changes to it since then. But I also like the fact that I'm running Elemental Hero Prisma, because you can just reveal Dark Magician Girl the Dragon Knight or Amulet Dragon, whichever one you're running. And then send that appropriate monster to the graveyard. In this case, revealing Dark Magician Girl the Dragon Knight, you can send Dark Magician Girl to the graveyard and not have to worry about drawing it dead when you need something else, which is why I did throw in the Messenger of Pieces. In testing, I liked it a lot because of the fact that it really shuts down and slows down a lot of the meta decks. Like, you look at Bujins, everything is 1500 or over. Even Turtle, even Hare, they're both 17. Crane is 16, Yamato's 18, Mikazuchi's 19. Like, nothing in their deck is under 1500. And you only have to pay 100, which is really, really nice. So you can just keep it on the board for as long as you need to. Then once you're ready to go off, you can just pop it and then proceed on with your day. I was originally running 2 Upstart Goblin, and then I figured, instead of giving my opponent an extra 1,000, since this is an OTK based deck, why not just use 1 Day of Peace? Because with 1 Day of Peace, it prevents my opponent from OTKing me before I can OTK them. For example, Yugioh or Karakuri, any kind of version like that. It just helps with those kind of plays in those decks. So we're only running 3 traps. It's 3 Royal Decree. Like I said, this is an OTK based deck. There's really not any room for traps. I'm still trying to figure out a way around that. I kind of am starting to lean towards a more control based build than an OTK build, just because if you aren't able to shut down their board quick enough and then just OTK them, then you just kind of lose, unless you have the Royal Decree already up and ready to go. But if they already have their field set up, like say Bujins and everything, then you're not going to be able to do as well as you hope to. I just put these cards right here. Same concept with the Dark Magician Girl with Amulet Dragon. If you wanted to, you could swap out these 3 Dark Magician Girls and throw in Dark Magician, or if you wanted to, like, take out 2 Dark Magician Girls and throw in a Dark Magician Girl and a Dark Magician, so that you can run both Amulet Dragon and Dark Magician Girl. I haven't really tested around with that yet. I've been kind of liking Dark Magician Girl the Dragon Knight more. But it's all on preference. It's still a lot of work in progress, but regardless, I wanted to show this off to you guys. So enough explanation of the deck. Let's get right into it. We have 3 Blue Eyes White Dragon, 2 Prisma, 2 Goddess with the Third Eye, 2 Summoner Monk, 3 King of the Swamp to get your polymerizations, 2 Effect Veiler, 2 Maiden with Eyes of Blue, 3 Dark Magician Girl, and then that's it for the monsters. So for spells, we have 1 Emergency Call, 2 Polymerization, and 1 Eye of Timeaus. I'm trying to have this deck run the Eye of Timeaus because I've noticed that sometimes it's good and sometimes it's bad. It's definitely not good in 3s, but I've noticed that if you combine it with Polymerization Eye of Timeaus, it doesn't seem to be as dead, and I do want to make it an Eye of Timeaus deck, hence why I want to run the Eye of Timeaus. You can still accomplish the same thing without running it and getting out Dark Magician Girl the Dragon Knight, but it's still work in progress, like I said. But so far, I'm liking how Eye of Timeaus is working out all in all. It seems to be there when I need it, and then like if I don't need it, it just sits in my hand until I need it, which I don't really mind that much, because if it's dead, I can just pitch it with Summoner Monk. Then we have 1 Rhoda, 3 Messenger of Peace, 1 Dark Hole, 3 Dragon's Mirror. This is probably the MVP of the deck next to Megamorph and Royal Decree because of the fact that you can pretty much just summon anything you want once your graveyard gets loaded up. You can easily go for Dark Magician Girl the Dragon Knight, Dragon Master Knight, or Blue Eyes Ulti, whatever you need. And then we got 2 Silver Scry to get back our Blue Eyes. That's always fun. 2 Megamorph, 1 Upstart, and 1 One Day. Don't really want to be giving them life points since you're trying to OTK them quickly. And then 3 Royal Decrees for the traps. These cards are just on the side because, like I said, this was a skeleton build of a Dragon Master Knight OTK deck from a couple formats ago, and I just ended up ripping that apart, taking out the 3 Blackluster Soldier, the 2 Manju. These are just other cards I've been wanting to test out, like stuff in the extra deck and whatnot. And so I took that out, like the 3 Blackluster Soldier and the 2 Manju, and then just threw in the Dark Magician Girls and all that. For the extra deck, we have 2 Dark Magician Girl the Dragon Knight. In case you don't know what it does, it requires Dark Magician Girl plus a Dragon type. Or if you don't have Dark Magician Girl, then you can always do Goddess with the Third Eye or King of the Swamp plus Blue Eyes. Must be fusion summon with the above fusion material monsters or with the Eye of Timeaus. It cannot be special by other ways. Once per turn during either player's turn, you can send 1 card from your hand to the graveyard, then target one face-up card on the field, destroy that target. So it's really nice in the sense that it can be my turn, and I can go, okay, pitch a card, pop something of yours. It goes to your turn, pitch another card, pop another something of yours. And then for the rest of the extra deck, we have 2 Dragon Master Knight, 2 Blue Eyes Ultimate Dragon, 1 Azure Eyes, 1 Archimedes, 1 Utopia, 1 Queen Dragon Jin, 1 Maze Stroke, 1 Lavaful Chain to help get stuff in our graveyard, 1 Daigusto and Morale, 1 Abyss Dweller, and 1 Gug Cowboy. So guys, that has been my deck profile of my Eye of Timeaus deck. If you guys liked it, a like or a favorite would be appreciated. I ask you guys to check out my channel. I've been around for 5 years. I've been trying to get my way into the Yugioh world. Been somewhat successful. I'm extremely close to 400 subscribers, so I'm pretty proud of that. So if you guys could, just take a few seconds out of your day, go and check out my channel. I know it would mean a lot to me and my other fellow subscribers. If you would like to click that subscribe button too, that would be amazing. And as always, thank you guys for watching, and goodbye. Thank you, Robbie, for allowing me to post on your channel.